with like some kind of blooper.
A what?
Some kind of blooper or edit it into the first shot. What are you doing? What are you doing? It all started in September 2016. Freshers Week to be exact.
I think to start off with, the Freshers Tent was a real big hit, because I think that the way in which we approached the students and everybody in general was we sort of established in some sense a way of or an identity about ourselves that that is not really quite renowned with Muslims, and that is that we can be Islamic and also still have fun and also still be able to integrate within the society. So I think that the Freshers Tent was a great highlight for me.
I remember the day we packed out Theatre L with Yasmin Mujahid.
I'm a first year in UCD, and ISoc is probably one of the first societies I joined in out of everything in Freshers Week. One thing I actually remember from ISoc's memories, but there's many of them, but my favourite one is when I got elected for a Freshers rep. Basically, I came to the open meeting really late, and I walked in and everyone started clapping for me. They're like, yeah, she's here. And I'm like, here I am, guys. I was like, this is such a great welcoming party for me, because I'm a first and I didn't know many people. And they were like, yeah, you won. I was like, yeah, I won. And I was like, wait, what did I actually win? And they were like, oh, everyone's chosen you to be our Freshers rep. And I was like, sound. Had no clue what it meant, but I was really humbled that people thought I could be the voice for all first years on the sister side to represent them in ISoc.
One thing I remember from this year, probably the camp for the events coordinators. We were deciding between a dinner or a camp, but then we said the dinner is kind of mainstream, and the camp would have a better aim at getting people together from different colleges, universities, getting the freshers to know us and to know themselves and to make friends. I think that was the main idea behind it. And when we went there and we got to the place in Glendalough, the atmosphere was really nice. Everyone got along very quickly, and the activities, some of them were really funny, like sheep herd.
Yeah, I mean, the camp was difficult to organize, but ultimately it all paid off. We had people from so many different ISocs come together. There was a couple of non-Muslims who came too, and it was really wonderful for us to share our way of life with them as well throughout all the different activities that we had. And I think it really stood out as a UCD camp in collaboration with all the other ISocs, and it really stood for unity, integrity, and diversity.
It was probably the best memory, because it's from then that we started the connection with other societies for other collaborations.
We had a few collaborations with the Philosophy Society. One was about what's the point?
Democracy.
Believing in God, and the other one was Islam and democracy, are the two compatible in the Western world? Something like that. And we had a really phenomenal speaker, Abdullah Andalusi, and it was extremely enlightening and educational, but it was great because there were a lot of students from so many different disciplines, and all of us had to come and share it together, and there was a really, really engaging and vibrant Q&A session, and it was really, really enlightening to hear everyone's perspectives.
Alhamdulillah, I think the one thing that's really stood out for myself this year was the brotherhood, the bonds that we developed between all the brothers in UCD, through our halakas and our socials, and through our random committee brother Skype chats at night. We all decided to Skype one night, and made the best of the situation, and alhamdulillah, we had a very productive Skype call. And this is just one example of one of the many great times we had in UCD with the brothers.
One thing I really enjoyed about this year was just seeing to see the sense of community develop almost throughout the year, right from Freshers Week right to the very end. I think that was one of the most amazing things about this specific Islamic society, because I feel like we have finally fostered some sense of community.
As someone who entered the Muslim community quite late, ISoc really offered that sisterhood and made it so much easier to integrate. And the diverse group of people made it made me feel more welcomed and accepted?
Definitely one of the most memorable events this year was actually Palestine Awareness Week. It was something I've been wanting to do for the last few years, so I think that was an opportunity to be able to organise it amongst the rest of the community this year. And we basically teamed up with the Irish Palestine Solidarity Campaign. They gave us amazing stuff for our exhibition down in the Museum Centre. We had a mock apartheid wall and all these amazing leaflets and facts about Palestine and flags and pictures of what's really going on. And I think we started out the week kind of like nervous or skeptical because we didn't really know how people would react. SubhanAllah, the amount of people that just came up and who already knew stuff and wanted to figure out ways where they could get involved, or people who had no clue whatsoever what was going on in Palestine.
Yes, but definitely the highlight of the week was planting this olive tree, which I think is, subhanAllah, a lot of people might think of it as stupid, but it is actually so symbolic and it's so powerful, the message that, as a Palestinians, we always shout, from the river to see Palestine be free, and you can break their souls and their spirit, but you can't take away their freedom. And having this as a symbol that, we stand with them in solidarity, and we will and one day, inshallah, that they will be free.
Well, I actually really enjoyed the Believe and Do Good campaign. I thought that was really nice to be able to connect with people of other religions and like other races in the UCD community, and the fact that we had the ability to be able to even make one person smile and like laugh during that moment. That was really nice, and especially when we released the balloons and everyone just like really enjoyed that moment. So I thought that was a really good concept, and just to be able to spread happiness and positivity around.
My favorite event of the year was the campaign we had, Believe and Do Good. Definitely my favourite because it just showed the beauty of when our committee and our committee members come together for the one cause, which is for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it really showed, how the impact we have when we come together as one entity, is like united, and we have the one goal of, bettering our society. We're kind of taught to integrate and have a great impact, have a remarkable impact, and that's what essentially we did. And the reactions we had was really, really beautiful. Actually, when we had the soup run, the people that came up to us were really confused. They're kind of like, what are you guys doing?
So one particular event I remember from this year is the Discover Islam Week.
Events I remember most this year, because it was honestly such like an event-packed year. We've done so much, but the event that stands out the most is probably the most recent event, Anti-Islamophobia Day. We had it last Saturday, and we got the opportunity to bring down 67 refugees that are only here like 3 or 4 weeks. They're from Syria and Iraq, and we got to spend a day with them. We had like bouncy castle, face painting, henna. There was just loads of different things and activities for the kids.
Well, overall, I felt like this is the 25th year of ISoc, and I felt an incredible sense of responsibility, because I always remind myself of the ayat where Allah says, وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً, where Allah says that we were here on earth as representatives. And although we can say that's such a grand thing, on a very mini level, on a very microscopic level, that exists in our campus. And as the 25th session of UCD ISoc, it was important that we lay the foundations for the further 25 years. And I think we've really outdone ourselves this year with like the highest level of membership. I think we have more than 450 people. Freshers Week was a blast. We all had such a great time together. We were able to, after such a long struggle, actually accomplish so many things and get halal food on campus. Even though it might be on the other corner of campus, at least we have an outlet. We really fostered a community of very young, passionate people who are dedicated to a cause. Hopefully people learned something throughout the year as well through the different events that we held. College experience is to allow us to grow to change somehow, build ourselves for the better.
I pray that Allah accepts any small effort that we've done. But alhamdulillah, it was such a great year. And just seeing people, like the new people who had come into UCD and old members, like really enjoy their college experience, which is what we're here to do, you know, make this college experience memorable for everyone.
Really enjoyed like learning and growing together in the halaqas and meeting up together in socials. Like alhamdulillah, the best banter is between brothers and sisters. Separately, just
Next 25 years are in place to blossom. So my question to you is, how do you want to leave your legacy?